you're fighting a war elephant and a giant cat.
Yeah. I totally forgot initiative order.
It's
I think
per
you
round.
missed the second part.
Oh, wait. I did. I heard it. I didn't process it. What else are we fighting? Because I remember goblins. Oh, and the cats.
I said war elephant and a giant cat. You were just like, yeah! And I was
Yeah.
like...
I mostly had something else on my mind at the moment. Like, where are we at in initiative?
We finished the round.
We finished the first round.
Second round, maybe.
Oh, right.
Maybe
You
second
roll, you roll new initiatives every round.
Yep.
I forgot about that. Right.
Don't you claw at my book.
That is.
That is the one way I will turn real mean to these cats real fast.
Yeah.
I'm not going to do it. It's sit on, whatever, kind of annoying. Shove you a little bit. It's
Oh, also, when you're doing initiative, you should
declare what you're doing in the round before it starts.
Yes.
Okay,
So-
the way he wants us to do it.
That's how AD&D is normally.
Okay.
So DM decides what all the NPCs and monsters are doing, and then should do what they're planning on doing. The players then declare what they're going to be doing, and then initiative is rolled, and then that plays out.
I assume the DM.
And then all the plan goes up the water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, for me, it's going to be I'm gonna, attack, the next warg. I'm gonna charge it. I'm gonna charge at him.
For me,
I'm gonna.
so since we are still in that combat, since I did not switch to a different weapon, I should be good on my first segment to attack with the bow.
So
Only if you have an arrow knocked and
not drawn.
So every
That
time it's
goes
a
to
new
It's what
the top of a round and the first
So
segment
that's
is
like-
taken up by drawing.
No.
basically the rule for shooting at the before a round is giving up your attack the previous round or being prepared for the fight ahead of time.
Yeah. So
Okay.
your bow has a speed. And that plus your speed, that's when you shoot. That is your initiative. That is when you
So it's your
get your first.
it's a D10 roll plus your speed.
Yes. So that's
I
initiative.
finally found my favorite die for initiative.
It's
Second edition.
declare what you want to do before each round. Initiative is rolled.
Right.
When asked for individual initiative, roll a d10 plus weapon speed modifier. That's it. So your bow has a
That
weapon
is
speed.
not.
That's when you shoot. It's not here. That it's already factored in.
It's not.
It's not just this. It's
Yeah,
this
it's with the
plus the
modifier.
speed.
What am I
So
doing?
it's not. Oh, this is your initiative, but
What?
you shoot
On the
then.
table?
It's that is your
No.
initiative. That's when you shoot.
Right. I'm reaching in my bag. Yes.
So it's baked in.
I don't need to do this to reach into the table. I can just do this.
Plus.
And you want your initiative on the D10 to be lower?
There's a D20
So
behind the box.
on the cheat sheet,
Yep.
initiative D10 roll low.
Right. I see. Yeah, I see that now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it says what die you roll and whether low or high is good. And there are many things you can do
Oh, there it is.
for a round. A round is a minute. This is this is a minute of action. A round is a minute, approximately a minute. It's a little more, a little less. A round's a minute.
No, I think you're getting confused with the out of combat rounds.
No, combat round is a minute. Yes. Yes, a combat round is a minute. Yeah. Combat round is a minute.
Oh, nice.
All
Write
these
that
things are happening,
somewhere.
and it takes about a minute to do. A combat round is a minute in AD&D. A turn is 10 minutes, which is 10 rounds.
I'm pretty sure that was a house rule.
Segments are about 6 seconds, but a round is a minute, and a turn is 10 minutes.
Segments would be like 3 seconds, actually, because you generally go from 1 to 20.
Oh, 1 to 20? 1 to 10? I don't know.
So whatever starts within the first round. So there are many ways to end up in the.
Well, it's just segments that have happened throughout the course of the round, the minute. I read both PHP, DMG 1 and 2.
Yes, I understand that. I'm not discounting your understanding of the information and recognizing that based on the knowledge that I had been given, there might have been some confusion with the rule. That out of my understanding, what I was taught is that in combat, a round is 6 seconds. 10 rounds is a minute. However, out of combat for the purposes of spells and other things and regeneration and stuff like that, anything that would happen in a round lasts a minute.
Combat round is a minute. And then calculating time in a dungeon is very different because things are very slow and precautious and map presumably.
Yes. No, that's why I was considering out of combat rounds. Yeah. It's weird though.
That's 10
What's
minutes. So
milieu?
time goes quick in a dungeon. Huh?
What's milieu?
I don't know.
Milieu. That's setting.
Setting.
Oh,
Forgotten Realms.
I don't know why I said dirt.
So these are your saving throws. You want to roll high on a d20. Use dirt.
I don't know. I had DUR up on.
And your
where
Sami.
setting is.
And you're a Sami.
Yep.
And with your AC, you have your AC, but your left, your front, your rear, and
Right.
I
mean, correct.
Dex.
Yeah. And I
So
put
AC is front, then left, then right.
I don't know if I should have put something for Dex adjustment.
What's your Dex? 14?
Yeah.
Yeah, 15 is when you start getting bonuses.
Okay.
So
So that's So then everything else is the same because I don't have a shield.
Yep.
And I don't have a Dex bonus, so rear is the same as my front. Or is it less?
Rear has a penalty.
Penalty, and it looks like sweet.
Rear doesn't have a penalty. Rear is no dex, no shield.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's what I thought.
Shield. Okay.
That's why I don't have a Dex
Oh, yeah. Okay.
difference between
Different
my,
from your
my
right
rear.
and your left.
I don't have any difference between right, left, or rear.
Yeah.
Because I don't have a Dex.
You don't have
Or-
Dex bonus.
I don't have a shield bonus.
Okay.
So. Cool.
So if you're flanked, they're attacking your rear.
And when you're rolling to hit, you're saying.
But you get to choose who's attacking your rear.
By facing someone.
Yes. There is a orc and a goblin flanking me. Okay, I show my back to the goblin.
Me, it doesn't actually matter unless I want to attack the orc, which I would. Specific.
That in second edition, you don't. So there's no rules to changing facing in order to attack. It's basically if you're engaged in a combat and you're aware of all attackers, you choose who you're facing and whoever you're not facing is to attack different flanks of you.
So this would be the before initiative roll. You're saying, I'm going to face the orc and attack him.
Yeah.
Or parry him. And so on and so forth. And the goblin, presumably, is behind you. You shot me!
I did.
Yep.
And I think I hit.
Yeah.
Yes.
4 damage.
Not unsolidly. Which isn't a word, but I'm okay with that.
I got it. It's
Oh, I should probably plug it over there since I'm going to be over there here.
Well, you're there now.
Well, I was just saying, not move my plug later. This is conveniently corded, so it can go wherever.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that for now, I should make sure the plug's at least over there. Not in anybody else's way later.
We call that wireless charging. What do you call this?
I call it not fucking up the plug on my phone.
Yeah.
Which is the whole reason that it exists.
It's nice to be
It is very nice and convenient, and it doesn't destroy the power section on my phone. Because that's how I broke my last phone.
Oh, no.
I couldn't charge it anymore.
Yeah.
As I unseated the power supply.
That'd do it. So, essentially, if we're doing individual initiatives, we should declare what we're doing.
Indeed.
You were shooting at the dudes up top.
I'm shooting the goblin in the face.
You were shooting up top. You were shooting. I was shooting near goblins and wargs.
No, I was
You have a
shooting.
crossbow.
No, he was shooting the one on top of the elephant. He just missed bad.
Okay, it's bad. And I'm, charging on a horse with
Yeah.
my knights.
So you're
Going for wargs.
okay. So I will declare that I am going to take shots at the one on top of the elephant.
Yep, I'm gonna keep charging it.
Okay.
I'm charging to the next
And
one.
you're declaring to shoot the one on top of the elephant. That's not your shot yet. That's your initiative.
Yep.
Which is a D10.
Yes, I rolled a d10.
Looked like a D20 from over here. I guess I wasn't looking very well.
Rolling a d20 would only be detrimental.
Yes.
Yeah.
Don't roll a d8. Oh, okay.
I suppose if you really want to give me that advantage, you're welcome to roll a D20 first.
I'm at 12.
15.
8.
5. Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah. 5 and 15.
At 12.
Are you doing wargs and war elephant separate? Or I mean,
I'm doing animals and goblins.
And okay.
So, the wargs are the ones going fast, as well as the elephant, who is still stuck. I'll go ahead and take care of the elephant first really quick. He's going to do his bend bars to attempt to break free of his nope.
Okay. And you can only ever do that once.
What's the rules about moving
Bend bars
in combat?
movement is you have your whole movement available to you.
Well, you can only do it once per reasonable amount of time to rest and recover. Bend bars in that case. If you take 10 minutes to do it to ease up your muscles and then give it another shot, I'm not going to complain too much.
the book says ever
Yeah.
until you reasonably progress.
At least while I'm running, I'm not. It's they say that for stuff like a dungeon.
Yeah.
But for something like an elephant trying to break free of its shackle on the ground, it can't progress in any other way.
Yeah.
So once it's
I mean that's
given some time,
that's a DM call, totally.
Yeah.
Movement, you could go half your movement and still take one shot. Or you could go your full movement. Or you could not move and take 2 shots.
Okay, I'm just wondering about riding a horse while taking shots with an arrow.
So the answer is, it depends on how good you are at riding.
Yeah, because how well are you controlling the horse and still
For
shooting?
most people, you have to control a horse with the reins and everything else, and that takes time, so you're only going to get off 1 shot, maybe. For Narfell horsemen, if you make a good enough ride check, you should be able to get off 2 shots. You should be able to go, yeah, not that way.
And we're trained in riding land-based.
We are.
You are specifically trained to shoot from horseback.
Yes.
So, if you want to do that, you will have to make a ride check.
Now, and you want to roll low.
You are rolled out
On a d20 roll?
on a d20.
So I have a 16 noted here for me, which means I have to roll under 16, and and make a good riding check.
Yeah, I didn't get anything for writing.
It's essentially your dex, and then I think it's +1. It's essentially an ability check modified.
Okay.
So
it's sort of like having proficiency in your ability in Fitment.
Okay. So with the dex,
You just want to roll low instead.
You don't have
Was that
any
14?
dex bonus.
Yeah, with no bonus from dex.
So you'd
It would
be
just
looking
be-
at about 15.
15?
If you have one non-proficient.
Well,
Not
so keep in mind, it's not a dex bonus.
No,
It's based off of
score.
your dexterity score
Score.
plus or minus a certain number.
The riding
So
proficiency.
I'm looking for.
It's good to know. Because I wanted to
Yes.
make sure.
Riding land based.
So it's essentially the +1. So you want to roll under a 17. It doesn't notice the die.
So if you didn't remember to write down all of your secondary skills,
Like I have survival.
I wrote down the
and
skills. I didn't write
seven.
anything other than the skills.
so that's all the stuff. Find the skill you're looking. It'll say what it's based off of, and then you add the modifying number to your base ability score.
Writing land based. Wisdom +3.
Wisdom? Oh, wisdom based. So mine is 13, and I added 3. So my threshold is 16.
Basically, animal handling instead of riding.
So you have to go underneath your attribute score and
So it's your attribute score plus 3 is
Is your score for riding land based?
you want to roll underneath.
You want to roll underneath that.
that
Total
or
number.
under.
So my DC for that would be 14, 15, 16, 17.
Wow.
So roll under 17.
He is
17 or
wise.
under.
17 or less. She is wise.
Yes.
17 or less. Which is really hard to not do on an D20.
Yes.
Yes.
You have a 15% chance to fail.
Oh, that's wrong. Wrong place.
It's you have a 5% chance to fail catastrophically.
Oh, don't roll that 20. That's a 10 you don't want to do.
Yeah.
You want that 1.
Mm-hmm.
See, AD&D, it keeps the dice balanced. You get the 1s, you get the 20s.
It just depends on where you get them.
Yeah.
Me, I usually get lots and lots of 20s on saves.
Oh.
Is that bad?
No, that's
No,
good.
no, 1s on saves.
Oh.
I get 1s on saves and 20s on skill checks.
That's the opposite of what you want.
Yes.
See, noted here, saving throws D20 roll high. Ability checks D20 roll low. So, value roll and what you're aiming for.
Endurance, Constitution, no modifier.
Nice.
I'm
You
just
just get
gonna.
that fixed up on your sheet. And,
Yeah, I didn't get that when we were doing our thing.
okay.
Continue. I saw it. I just didn't understand.
And now it helps that
Wisdom minus
2 of us know.
13.
By the end of this, the question goes this way.
It's for the record. Basically, what I was saying before is yes, I know that that's the rule.
Oh, yeah.
I would not recommend following that particular rule in that particular way.
Yeah. But, like, dungeon setting makes sense.
Yeah. There's
But,
also technically lock-picking has the same rule.
yeah. Lockpicking.
Lock-picking makes a
Breaking-
little more
breaking down
sense,
a door, breaking down a magical door.
but at the same time, that's where I picked up a thing I have a habit of saying in 3.5, where is yes, you can only make one attempt at certain things until circumstances change.
Yeah.
So, getting a better set of lockpicks,
I mean, that's a
you taking a new approach to break the lock, that sort of thing. That's generally how you get around that rule. Unfortunately, there's no way to really get around the bend bars of the gates unless you're just going with the
I got stronger.
water and cloth method. Being up tower, yeah.
So, if I make a successful
Ride
ride
check?
check, I'll get 1.
You will you'll get both your attempts
Both? Okay.
So
because you don't need to spend much time guiding your horse.
we're naturally good with horses, so we're gonna get 1 anyway. you want to roll to get your second.
Right.
And that second attacks happen after initiative, but in initiative order. And then third attack.
Which is part of what I was doing wrong, or at least not according to the book.
Different way to do it. I'm trying to go more by the book because that's what I read and understand.
Also, that particular rule makes a lot more sense for RV-based combat too.
Well, like you were saying, okay, second attacks, third attacks. Just not in. Like, someone's not going to get 3 attacks before someone gets 2.
Well, that seems like a big thing I learned. How the hell do skill check work?
Yeah.
Yes.
This is. So you'll do that on your initiative?
Yep.
I'm at 12. So that was 5.
That was 5, the elephant.
Yes.
Now I got the wargs nipping at your horse's heels.
Yep.
They like horse flesh. It's tasty stuff. They can't hit the horse to save their lives, but they like horse flesh, so they're going to keep chasing it. So I am done until 15. So everybody else was after 8. 8.
So, ride check. 15.
Nice. You did it.
That was closer than you'd like to be.
Yeah, very much so.
So this is your first hit. I mean, really, you get your first one, and then you should do the ride for the second one. But now you know you get a second.
Okay,
Regardless.
that makes sense.
Well, no,
Not necessarily. No.
because it's
It's
no.
still-
I mean, you should be making the check immediately
Yeah.
because that's determining whether or not you catastrophically fail in
Yeah.
guiding your mount, which
Yeah.
could get rid of the first attack.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay,
I see that.
That makes sense as well. So, last round I did not take my second segment to ready. So this first one is me
No.
ready.
No, you are attacking now.
Okay.
Because it was your initiative plus your speed.
Yes.
This is when you're getting your shot off.
And I am not within 30 feet, obviously, of that war elephant. Most likely not within 30
You are not
feet.
within 30 feet.
So it is my other range tactical increment.
So it's -2 for a medium.
Yeah. So, ooh, 19 minus, so
-2 for medium, -4 for long.
Should only be at short range. He's just not at point blank.
Oh, you're not point blank. Short range is no negative.
okay. So I rolled a 19. My tactical is 16, so that means I hit a -3 AC.
Yes, you did.
Oh, 19, 16, yeah.
Yeah.
You get
So
-3 AC.
that is. Oh god, I don't have it down.
You shot your bow
Yeah.
with a sheath arrow.
Yes.
That's a D8.
Let me write that down. I don't know why I don't have that.
A sheath arrow is D8.
Okay. I only have sheath arrows, so I wrote it down there. I can fix that later, but D8, where's a D8? There's a D8. That one, let's go 3. 5 damage.
5 damage to the goblin up there.
Good hit.
He has taken a solid hit. That goblin looks very unhappy. You're a little impressed that he still looks unhappy.
Yeah. I hit him at least once before.
He has taken 3 shots so far.
Dude.
He seems to be a very tough goblin.
I'm at 50.
I'm at 12.
Yep. You and then
Me, and then
You
resolve at the
have
same
a-
time.
I'm actually at 14. I've got time.
Oh,
That's what I was double checking.
Oh.
Reaction.
I don't have a reaction bonus. So.
He's the highest next to the party.
Okay. So you're at 14. I'm at 12.
So you go, then
Yep,
you
I'm-
go, then I go.
Yep, I'm still charging. Charging gets +2.
You attempted to last time.
Yes.
You missed.
Okay. I'm continuing on to the next one.
I see.
Yes, I'm going to the next one.
Okay, that's going to take a right.
Okay. 12.
Okay. So you are disengaging with the current goblin. I don't think they're AC 9.
I don't think my horse is facing on.
we did.
Probably not.
What was the bride of the
What?
What was the bride we got? Leather.
Leather barding?
Leather barding, not
Yes.
right.
That should be AC 8 plus their dex.
Cool.
Continuing on, going to the next one. Just kind of leading them away.
Yep.
That's a 7, so that's AC 8. We're doing +2 for the
You going
charge.
for the warg or the goblin on top of it?
The ward.
Okay.
Going for the mount.
You have hit the warg.
Ah! That's a medium creature.
Yep.
Here's D6 plus 1. 7
Nice.
You're charging on a horse there, buddy.
times
With a lance.
2. Does that double all
All
damage?
bonuses other than magical.
Oh, that's a magic bonus.
Wait,
13?
13.
If it's magic, it's 13. If
no,
it's
that's
not magic,
that's our rules for crits, not lances.
Yeah.
So yeah, everything doubles.
So 14.
14.
14 points of damage to the warg. The warg is no longer running. The goblin on top of him is actually a very good rider. He rolls off of his mount and is on his feet with a running step back.
Wow.
He looks pissed.
I bet. I'm probably going to get off my horse next round. Go over. Why?
Like, I'm one hit things with my two-handed sword, but why?
I got a magical lance. I'm going to keep going. Yeah, good point.
There is that distinct question of why? Why would you do that?
Especially with the war element and wargs.
Yeah, no, it's just
Yeah.
as a point of fact, you are up, sir. Do what you want to do. As a point of fact, though, like my group of Narfell horsemen encountered a small band of ogres, and our DM was like, "So you want to fight them?" And we were like, "Yeah." And he was like, "Okay, so how do you want to ambush them?" Ambush? No. She's going to cast chain. She's going to cast call lightning, and we're going to stay way over there and just shoot.
Oh, look, they're getting kind of close.
No, that's exactly what you do.
Yes.
That's how you manage those things.
Most times. Unless you have some very nifty tricks I don't know about. Alright. So, that brings me to 15. Well, I have one goblin who's no longer on a flippin' horse. I realized I forgot to do something. Oh, look, they're going last anyways.
Oh, they get a new initiative.
No, I forgot about the other Narfell horsemen.
What?
The other Narfell horsemen. The ones you guys came here to help.
Oh, I thought we were helping guard.
Yes.
Okay.
Everybody's Narfell horseman.
Oh, cool.
Oh,
You're in Narfell.
Oh, okay.
okay.
Not everybody is from your tribe, but you're all from Narfell.
Gotcha.
And you're all horsemen.
Gotcha.
So, luckily they're going last. So the goblins will go first. I've got 2 goblins. 3 goblins. No, they took care of them. So 2 goblins still on boards. And 1 goblin on top of an elephant who is bleeding profusely. Well, I would love to roll some double digits at some point for these guys. Because they're not hitting anybody with 4s and 5s. So, that's them. And then I've got Narfell Horsemen. That group was coming back around, so this group, they've only got 2 goblins. They can surround them. You're on one of the. Nope. You're on a guy who dropped. Oh, look, a couple hits on goblins. The same goblin lost. That is exceedingly unfortunate for that goblin.
The one that was
Yeah.
Oh, one's on a ward.
Yes. That goblin on that warg is dead. There are now 3 wargs that are not surrounded by goblins, and 2 goblins on wargs. and one goblin who's really pissed over there. And the guy in the open. Alright. So, that brings us to the end of the round. So, second shots.
So now it resets back to the same numbers.
So, this is the same initiative order, but second shots.
Yep.
Right,
So now
but for second shots, we were, and you were saying this is wrong, just going continually up
Yes,
in
but
number.
But everybody has now acted
So
in the first initiative pass.
no more
Yes.
numbers. It's just
So it's like Shadow.
in order.
One initiative pass.
I don't remember Shadow.
You don't remember Shadow? Okay.
So essentially, it's the same
I never
initiative.
really played my Shadow.
It's the same numbers, and whoever
Gets second shots or second swings.
they go in that order, and whoever gets third goes in that order.
Right, we're basically resetting to 0 in the same round.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Things like that.
For initiative order.
Yes.
Yes.
Initiative order, second
Yes.
attacks.
Yes.
So-
Second attacks in the round.
I get that
Yep.
whole process. The only thing that is changing is the numbers itself. Because we were doing like added on top of the initiative last time.
Yep.
Which is changing as well now.
Because that's how I did things, but it's not how he's going to do things. So we're going to do it how he does things.
Okay.
So it's second attacks.
So second shots.
Which
is
is
you.
second shot.
I thought the animals went before me.
But the animals don't have second shots.
Gotcha.
They don't have second attacks.
So, I already made my ride check, so continuing to fire against the goblin.
Same goblin up there?
Yeah.
Okay. He's not doing so hot. Maybe.
AC 14.
Oh.
I rolled a 2.
Or was 19 and a 2.
Okay.
My turn. That's all I get.
All right. Oh, that's right. I don't have you guys with the perceptions.
What?
It's wisdom based.
Yeah, we'll go with wisdom checks.
Okay. Do you want a wisdom check?
Yes, wisdom check.
Everyone?
So roll a d20. Roll lower than the
Yep.
Nope.
Okay.
700.
That's good enough since you're not actually paying attention to the war element.
Oh, okay.
It's you glance back and you're like, the goblin's bleeding a lot. A weird pattern.
Weird. Like he's drawing something?
Yeah, kind of.
Oh, neat. He's not doing too much longer. I'm gonna. Yeah!
So that was the beginning of the rounds. This is what you've noticed.
Yes.
You have not noticed this, but you're still shooting at the goblin anyways. So,
2 over.
initiative.
Alright.
Was I the only one
I'm
with the second?
gonna go for that goblin with my knights.
And
Um,
well, that goblin is on top of a war elephant.
Oh!
That one.
Oh, that one.
Yeah, that one.
Oh.
No.
I know I don't say this, but I'm curious. Where is the blood being let? On the war elephant or on the ground?
The war elephant.
Probably on his head.
I'm gonna shoot that guy.
I must be.
You're gonna shoot that goblin, which is what you've been trying to do for 3 rounds now.
Yep. No, this is a third round.
Fair round, yes. You did successfully do it once, but you've been trying to do it for 3. Yeah.
I don't think so. I missed twice.
Okay. Well, in that case,
Second round, I think you hit.
This is the
This-
third round.
No, this is 4th. Because we had 2 rounds before we finished. 3rd round was the beginning of today.
So maybe.
I don't think it did much damage. Okay, that's what ranged weapons are for. Just keep shooting. They'll hit them eventually. So,
New initiatives?
new initiatives.
I can't lance that guy, so instead, I'll go for the next war. I'm hitting war.
Okay,
Is there a next war?
there is a next ward to hit.
I'm at 10.
Okay.
I am at 12. I am still shooting at the goblin on top.
Gotcha.
9.
You're at 9. Okay. At 4, the goblin up top goes. "Nah, nah, nah." And the war elephant gets bigger.
I don't have spellcraft.
And looks angrier.
Wow, I could sell that for more than what I paid for.
You're an idiot!
What?
First of all, I'm impressed with your beard. Second of all, you're absolutely correct.
It's all those times trying to hear the faint calls of falcons in the distance.
Now the real question.
Does it break through?
It's no.
Does the elephant survive?
No, this is the goblin. He does not.
Oh,
He makes one last cut and goes.
But wouldn't the elephant have to make a system shock check?
Huh?
Does the elephant have to make a system shock check?
For what?
His chain? I'm trying to understand. Okay. Oh, that's really high con and auto passes. Maybe.
You can't auto pass a system shock. You can, however, get to superfluous levels.
Yeah. You have to roll 8,000.
Generally, being enlarged
Oh,
while you're contained by something,
oh, okay.
depending on the strength of the thing, may cause a system shock check, but may not.
But the spell itself doesn't.
The spell itself does not.
How does the bindings on the elephant look?
On the elephant, that's an interesting descriptive statement.
It's like nearby the
It's probably also wrong.
Yes. So that was on 4. The goblin, who what you presume is a shaman. Shaman is what you would call something that just did that. Is no longer conscious. And fell off the war elephant and bounced solidly on the ground before being stepped on.
He's alive, right?
That was mine.
A large elephant. I assume is a large creature. Who's now huge, more huge creature that is now gargantuan.
Well, that's not how enlarge works in second edition.
No.
It does increases based on your current size and percentages. Didn't quite get to huge.
That's how large it works with B5 too. It's not. Yes, that works out.
Yes.
Okay. I don't have the same target I declared.
Nope, he's dead. You do have the next nearest target, though.
I'm not catching the ire of the elephant if I can choose not to.
Okay, declare a new target then.
Should I do that now or on my turn?
Circumstances change.
How far is the goblin that got thrown off the board?
That's a good question. Probably just into medium range.
Medium. Since it's just in the medium.
390.
Yeah. So on my second attack, if I ride towards the goblin, can that be a short range?
If you get a second attack.
If I get a second attack with my right check.
Yeah.
Okay. That is my new target.
Okay.
Same general direction, just down here instead.
So, I'll ask that on my turn.
The
I'll shoot you.
Okay.
the horsemen of Narfell, the guards,
Yes.
or at least the patrol of guards that was coming towards the combat, you see them kind of go away from the goblins that you're chasing and back towards the elephant. And they bring out their lances.
Oh. You don't have a chain or something? Hold them down. Strain them.
Anywho. So, 9?
Too much tape on the eye.
Oh, you want a quick cold shot?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's a roll.
It's a damn shame. You should have said yes. I would have told you to roll again. That's a whole set of rules that we haven't gotten into. Hit an eye on an elephant is a really small target.
Even one that's slightly bigger than large.
A normal elephant's eye isn't much bigger than ours.
Really?
Yeah. Yippee? Yippee? No, yippee.
That's a lot bigger than our eye.
It's not twice the size.
Maybe like, I think that's
Your
close
eye's
to
a lot
3.
bigger than you think it is.
True. So then that's a lot smaller.
So you missed. 10
Cool. I'm at
animals.
10. I'm also at 10.
Yes, you are.
This time. Same time.
Yep.
Okay.
I'll resolve the elephant. You can resolve what you're doing.
Ugh. 0. Wait, no. No, I rolled high. I want to roll high.
Yes. 0 is good.
-4. What's the wrong way?
I see. So, AC -4.
I got
I figured. And you're going after wargs that are currently being ridden.
Yes.
You have definitely hit a warg that is currently being ridden.
Okay. Two.
Isn't that with the magic lens?
Yes. I rolled a 1.
Isn't it double?
4.
Thank you. No problem.
Lances.
Light lance. A heavy lance would be times 3.
Ooh, that's nice.
Oh, yeah. 4.
You would have had 6.
All right. And a right check.
Good. Oh, really good. I'm level 2.
Okay. You are still on your horse. Your horse has stumbled dramatically.
Oh no.
Yes. But it has not fallen. It has, however, taken 9 points of damage
Ow.
from one bite. You don't think it's safe for your horse to charge again.
Did it get bit?
Got crit.
Ugh.
Where?
Right on the flank. Warg took a nice chunk out of it.
Mm-hmm. That ward's gonna have a bad day.
That warg's having a great day. He's got a mouthful of horse meat.
Yeah, I bet.
The elephant is charging the contingent of guards because it didn't even notice the crossbow bolt.
That's good.
Yes.
That's why I didn't want to attack the elephant.
That is the upside of missing.
Then you're at 12?
Yes.
12 is next.
Right check. 2. Nice.
Nice.
And just for my own clarification, it's -2 to the roll.
It's
Plus
just
2 to the
it's a
attack.
2 penalty.
So
It's -2 to the roll.
okay.
Yeah.
That's how I'll do it in my head.
That does actually matter in late game stuff because there are some optional rules for critting on a less than a 20.
Oh.
So AC -1.
Nice.
I
AC
rolled-
minus.
Yeah, -1.
Hit.
Yeah, I rolled a 19 increment.
There is nothing on this battlefield that you would miss with that.
So you're shooting at the goblin that got knocked off, or that I knocked off the one.
Yes. So that's 10 damage.
That goblin's dead. Goblins don't have 10 hit points normal.
Oh, did you do a right check?
I did.
Okay.
It was a 2.
Okay. Ooh,
Yeah.
okay. You're gonna get a second shot here.
So
And you no longer have a target.
yeah.
Make it a target.
No elephant.
No elephant?
No elephant. No.
Other people will be hitting the elephant before you.
Yes. Still, they're not people I know. Including him. So I'm So there's 2 wards being ridden by 2 goblins. How many wards
There is one warg being ridden
by a
by a
goblin?
goblin. No. Oh yeah, still 2 because you only damaged it.
Yep.
Oh, right. Check.
So I'll go for the ward that is damaged. If I would know that.
Yep.
Yeah,
you
you
saw
probably-
me
you probably
just connect with it.
Yeah, you're not far enough that you wouldn't know what's going on in that combat if you're facing it.
Would that be medium range? Because I also moved.
Still medium range.
Even after moving.
Yeah, because I.
On my
Well,
second hit.
it's because you moved. If
Okay,
you
it
hadn't
would be
moved, it would have been long
Long
range.
range. Okay. Cool. Gotcha. That is the ward that he just damaged is my next target.
Okay.
That's my turn.
That was 12. Anything after 12?
Yeah, me.
Oh, cards.
And goblins.
Oh, goblins.
Goblins. then
Guards
first.
first.
Okay.
Oh.
All right. Problem number 1. Elephant. Wow. 16, 15, 20, 20.
Oh. My elephant.
You're rampaging elephant.
This may no longer be a problem. Okay, never mind.
Are you doing the roll to hit again?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
I'm using all of your rules since you will be the primary DM for this
Okay.
cool progression. So, that's 1, 2, 3, 4 light lances.
Charging.
Charging. Yes. And unlike you, they all have strength modifiers.
Hey.
They don't have much annoying dex. Or armor. Alright, so that's 12, 22, 26, 36 points of damage to the elephant. They are
Ellie,
trying to
no.
cast him, so he does get to shoot one of them. Oh! Ooh, ooh. Okay.
I also said the wrong name for my falcon. It's Steven Seagal. Not Sylvester.
Mhm.
Because I just couldn't get the name right in my head. at the moment.
Oh.
Okay.
Steven Seagal.
One of them is not staying on his horse.
Ooh. Roped.
Yeah, when they were riding by, the elephant did this.
You only hit one.
Poor guy.
No, it hit 2 of them.
One got knocked
But
off.
one is not staying on his horse.
Look, not me.
You're being smart.
So they are taking that much damage, and he is taking falling damage as well. Oh!
Is that a 6?
He did not land in a good way. You think he's not going to walk if he's ever going to do anything again. That was head first.
Poor guy.
So, that was the guards.
Yep.
The elephant's attack opportunity. The elephant is still up, but has huge gashes along one side of it. And
Enemy at
goblins.
Oh, right.
You can take down the elephant in a single shot.
I already declared my attack.
Yeah, you.
So I got
Yeah, I would say you're better than, yeah.
2 goblins on works.
Okay.
You hit my ward.
I did.
And I hit an armor class of 5.
That's not going to hit me.
From which angle?
I didn't declare which one of you I was attacking. You. I missed.
Yep. It's me.
From which angle?
That would be
A flank.
right.
Oh, right.
Ooh. Definitely hit that guard though. But he is definitely staying on his horse. And didn't take much damage. Alright, second shot.
I still have second shots. That would be at 12 still. Anyone else have a second?
Nope, just you.
So I hit a 6 AC of that ward.
6 AC of that ward.
No.
Long range. Or short, short, medium range. AC. You have hit just barely.
Cool. And that is a D8. 4 damage.
4 damage. The ward is not happy, but still.
Gotcha.
The goblin does not seem to be seated properly on his org anymore, however.
Okay.
Initiative.
Okay. I'm going to dismount the horse,
Oh, that's right.
get the horse to jaunt away, and get up a scimitar.
Gotcha. You're going to do all of that.
That is what I'm doing. On initiative 9.
Okay.
So no speed modifiers, just
You're not attacking this.
nope, because I'm sending the horse off and getting ready. So I figure that doesn't call for an attack. I'm not ready to attack.
I'm attacking the same ward at initiative 8.
Nice.
I rolled another 2.
I roll 12 with one of the goblins and shoot it. Try to get into closer range.
They've been riding pretty far. What's the range on your crossbow?
I was trying to find it. I was only finding the description. I couldn't find the actual stats on it.
So the range stats are in a slightly different place than the crossbow is. So it should be in weapons. That's combat, not weapons. Too far.
Here's a. Is it a hand crossbow, light crossbow? It's a light crossbow. 6, 12, 18.
So
This is outdoors, so that's
all
that's in tens of yards.
yes. So all of your
So
missile weapon stuff is rail work.
So 60 yards, 120 yards, and 180 yards.
So you're in medium range. It's a longer range than a standard.
And then light crossbow, 120 yards.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, short bow is 5, 10, 15.
I have to open the book and find that in like 10 seconds. So medium,
Medium range.
120 yards.
and then 2.
Over 100.
So that'll be on 8.
And we go at the same time?
Yep.
It just resolves. Both things happen,
All right. So
but both things happen.
The Narthel horsemen are moving in the opposite direction of their target, so they will not be able to attack again with the lances this round. So they will be reforming their formation, and coming back around. This round, they'll be doing down on 3, so they'll be out of the melee combat this round. On 7, the goblins go. And the Narthel horsemen will be going on 8 with you guys. No, the Narthel horsemen engage with the goblins. And then the wargs are going on 10. And they're doing what they've always been doing. Horse flesh. Yeah. Tasty, hate tasty horse flesh. Yep. Nom. So, 7.
Good thing I'll be ready by then. I'll be ready.
Well, that will catastrophically mess up.
So they hit someone else.
Or they hit the ground. Hole.
I hit their warg. They don't have lances.
Two goblins got
Goblins.
Goblin.
Oh.
Not horse. Not Narco horse. So Goblin accidentally smacks his warg. Warg looks unhappy about this. But the Goblin manages to maintain. Oh wait, no, one of them was recovering anyways. So they both miss because one of them is recovering, which he successfully does, and the other one smacks his warg. Goblins are very effective. Anywho. That was 7, 8, 8.
We go at the same time along with
Go ahead.
other things.
The Narfel horsemen currently engaged in melee combat.
Right check.
3. So I'm good. Damn, I actually hit this time.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm still in medium range.
You subtract your Thaco from.
It's Thaco minus Styro.
Thaco minus Styro, not the other way around.
And that's the AC that you hit.
And currently your die roll's at a -2 because you're at medium range.
Mm-hmm.
So that minus 17.
Mm-hmm.
So whatever that number is,
Oh.
minus 17.
So that's a 19?
That's a 19 minus 2, yeah.
Okay. So you hit AC -1.
On one of the guys who engaged in melee combat.
So if it's Thaco minus your die roll.
Yep.
Rolling lower is better.
Oh, what's the...
No,
what was
high
that
is
one?
better.
Well, it's actually
Because Thaco's,
on the small guy.
say, Thaco's 17.
AC.
And you roll a 20, that's -3.
On a small guy, it's AC
But
negative.
you roll a 1,
Okay.
that's
Since you're specialized in shooting small guys,
and you want to hit the
I'll
lowest
give you
AC possible.
even
Why
odds.
is that going through my mind as you subtracting your die roll from Thaco?
You are.
But I thought I just heard you say you subtract your Thaco from your die roll.
No, he just said that.
Okay,
It's your-
I just misheard.
it's
So I had it
Thaco.
right, but I misheard just now.
It's
So-
Thaco minus Styro.
Roll
So many
D8.
Oh, yeah. Careful. Some of those are bad.
On a hit though.
But that would give you a positive modifier all
I rolled a 3 and a 19.
Yeah.
the time. So the Thaco was 18.
Yep.
You roll
That's 12.
12.
You hit an AC 6.
Yes.
Which is still something that is pretty good to hit. You hit an AC 6.
AC 6 is a guy in chainmail.
Yeah. AC 0 is guided with shield. And
AC 0 is guy with shield and plate.
lower AC is
It's basically the same scaling, it just goes down instead of up.
So I hit the ward. I had either a -3 or -1 AC, depending on whether or not I'm sure.
You're I forgot to do this last time. Because you were shooting a warg in... No.
if you're shooting
Isn't engaged in melee combat. The warg is being ridden by something engaged in melee combat.
that's still
Yeah, it's still
in,
engaged.
so it's a
I forgot to do that. That was my bad. so I'll give that to you.
All medium creatures are
But both of you need to roll me.
a 1.
This one?
Smaller.
So, well, no. So I'm giving him a bonus because he's specifically designed to attack small creatures. That's his character's special.
Okay.
So, I need you to roll me. We've got 6 potential targets: the horsemen or the guys riding the horses or the guys riding them, the warg and the goblin riding it. You're going after the goblin.
So that one would act as a 1 and everything else would act as a 2?
Normally, but since he's specialized in shooting small creatures
Oh,
and attacking small creatures, I'm going to weight it all evenly.
Okay.
So, that's 6 potential targets.
So
With 2 out of 3 shots being things that you want to shoot. So I'm just going to go 1 to 6. Horse, or guy on horse, horse, goblin, warg, guy on horse, horse. Roll mid-level. Nope, horse. Shooting in a melee sucks.
yeah, more.
You are more complicated. So that's horses are large.
Don't miss.
Yes, that always happens.
Yep.
Shooting into melee. It's weighted by the size of the creatures. You're less likely to hit small things. You're more likely to hit large things. Except in your case, you're meant to hit small things, so they're weighted heavier.
Am I hitting the one that's near him?
He is no longer engaging in combat with that one. He was charging against it
And then,
and disengaged.
and he's surrounded by
But
horsemen.
both of them were surrounded by horsemen. So that's more complicated for you though. So that means because horses are large.
Oh, they count as 2?
So that's
Or do they count as 4?
I was just gonna go 3 for a horse, 2 for a guy, 1 for a goblin. Or 2 for a guy or a warg, 1 for a goblin. So that's 6, and 13.
Missile weapons in combat. Firing into melee, 99. See? Made X. I will read you the weapon book. And there's also covering synonyms. Firing into melee. Each medium figure counts as 1, small as half, large as 2, huge as 4. Gargantuan is 6.
Yeah.
And then you convert that to percentile or to simple die.
So that's probably going to need to be percentile because there's no simple die for 7. That's 6.5. Calculate here.
Yeah.
I'll roll the percentile.
Yep.
91.
So 6.5.
How do you divide by 6.5? Yeah. Okay, Google. 100 divided by 6.5.
The answer is approximately 15.384615.
You hit your target.
Having 15 chunks.
Cool. I hit the ward. D8 of damage. 4 damage.
That ward goes down.
Yes. Is it no longer a target?
It is no longer a target.
I'm attacking the elephant on my next turn.
Okay.
Next.
Shot.
Shot, yeah.
So that was 8.
Yep. And then
That was the first round of 8. Some guy got his first shot. That was in my horse's ass.
And then I'm at 9. I send my horse away, and I'm now in melee.
Are you then?
So I declare.
So you declare. That is the appropriate response. Oh look, what am actually. Okay.
I do declare.
Yes, you're for it.
So one warg went down and one goblin went down.
Mhm.
There are no longer goblins riding wargs.
Hey.
Oh. How well did he dismount?
Wargs like goblins.
He did not dismount well.
What was that roll?
20.
Oh. Yikes. That's a riding skill check?
That's 7 points of damage.
Oh.
Poor goblin.
If he was hurt, probably, unless it was like less than 3 points, he's dead.
I like how you think a goblin has more than a d6 hit die.
I heard something about, I guess 10 damage. So, never mind.
It sounds like it would be appropriate for a morale check with their weakness.
With that one guy left, he's no longer mounted. Oh wait, he just face planted.
Oh.
All they got left is wargs.
Oh.
They're going after tasty horseflesh.
Yeah, you dismounted your horse.
That was my plan the entire time. Was to shoot the horse and the one orange.
Okay. Sure. I wouldn't tell that to the guardsmen. They might be mildly perturbed. So, you dismount and send your horse away.
Yes. I was going to send the horse away.
So you send the horse away.
Yeah.
You're dismounted on 9. That's good. That means that you are prepared to engage in melee combat at 9.
Mhm.
Which is when the warg chases after your horse.
Oh.
Or 10 is when the warg chases after your horse.
Does that mean I get an attack on it?
Yes!
Ah.
Best hope you roll well.
I rolled a 15.
Okay.
So that's an AC 2.
You have hit the warg.
That is it's a D8 damage die regardless, plus 2. 7.
You have not killed the warg. You have also convinced the warg that you are not an easy target for food. It's going after your horse.
Man, if only it was next round. I'm at a 3-2. Remember attack? So next round, at 2, I have to take both.
Well, you have to make one attack against the target, and then the next round you get 2 attacks.
Yeah, so next round I get 2 attacks. So if
You
this
hadn't sent away your horse.
well, but then my try and like put away the plans and get the scimitar on the horse.
It's a warg horse.
Yeah.
So, that was 10.
That was
9 and 10.
Yeah.
10 on the other one. Wargs are going after tasty horse flesh. Warg is missing. Warg is going after tasty horse flesh. Warg is missing. Elephant. What is elephant doing on 10? I don't know. Elephant's original plan is a bust. And
There's a guy.
the elephant turns around to go after the.
Wasn't there a guy in the plane on the ground?
There is
Oh, there
a
was
goblin.
the guy that fell?
It was
Oh.
a goblin.
Oh, that was a
Died.
guy.
There was
Oh,
the
that's
guy who got
goblin.
knocked off of the horse.
Yeah.
Oh,
and
yeah.
on his neck.
Yes. Yeah, no, he's
may
not
or
moving.
may not.
Okay.
So maybe.
Yeah, no, he's not moving.
Not target.
But there is an unseated horse. Let's see if that horse actually started. No, it did not. I'm gonna go after the horse.
Nice.
Second shots.
Okay.
How far away did I get from the horse? Or the elephant? It was my new target.
Not far enough to be out of short range.
Cool. Lower Thaco is better.
Yes. Because that's the number that you need on
Yes.
your D20.
Remember.
So
To
probably
hit an
I've been
AC 0.
probably doing this wrong. My 18 is my proper Thaco, and my 16 is probably a short range Thaco.
It was point
Yeah.
blank. Also.
Like that. So I've been doing that wrong.
So you want your Thaco low,
15
Yes.
AC.
and you want your D20 high.
You have missed with a 15.
Oh.
You have successfully missed the broadside of the bard.
Quite literally.
Yeah, no.
18 minus 3, man.
Good news is the elephant doesn't even notice.
Yes, that is good. Yeah.
If you're gonna miss the elephant, miss catastrophic.
Yes.
No, not you.
I mean, that's what you get for changing targets. It was here, and now it's over there. It's like, oh.
This thing likes to roll 19s and 3s. And it's been lining up very well so far until now.
All right. So that is the end of that round. We're on the 5th round now.
Ah, that's real bad.
What's around me? Are there more warriors around me? Are there any goblins left? No goblins left?
There are no goblins left.
No goblins left.
There is 2 wargs over by the guardsmen.
Okay.
By one group of guardsmen. There is the 1 warg chasing after your horse.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's an unseated horse over by the elephant, which the elephant tried to attack, missed. There's those 2, which are each off on their own. And then there's the other group of guards, which is turning back on the elephant this turn.
Okay. So there's nothing by me?
Yep.
No horse, nothing by you. Oh, man.
I'm happening.
That is exactly what happened. Yep.
Okay. Well, I will drop my scimitar and shoot the warrior that's chasing my horse.
Okay.
And that's going to happen on.
I don't have any goblins anymore. I don't need to roll for them. They're all dead.
16 to attack the elephant. Initiative 16.
9.
So did the elephant.
What's his weapon speed?
Natural weapons are 0.
Yeah, I'm at 9.
9?
Yeah, get the word.
Animals are at 10. Guardsmen are at 8.
7.
7!
Nice.
You go first. What were you doing?
Going to shoot a log.
Shoot a warg?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's 2 by the guardsman, 1 by my horse.
Let's shoot the one by source.
1 chasing after a horse.
Yes, chasing him.
Important distinction.
Chasing them.
It is not currently engaged in melee combat. That's going to be medium range.
Three.
PC 3. You have hit sound dice. You have a THACO of 14?
16.
16, AC 5. Still hits sound.
So, number on the sheet minus the die is the AC you hit.
And the die roll is -2 because you're immediate range. So you effectively rolled an 11. Yeah.
2 damage.
It goes down.
Nice.
Oh!
He saved your horse.
Dang! Oh, that's a
Big old ring roller coaster.
the glass was.
Oh. Okay.
No. That happens every time. Yeah, that's kind of why I try to keep this just on here in general. This thing is not conducive for this table.
Like,
I might need to get a special coaster.
oh, big coaster.
Big coaster.
CDs work.
CDs work. But that doesn't feel fancy enough.
CDs don't work. There's a hole in this side.
That doesn't matter.
Okay.
Condensation gathers on the outside of the glass.
I got the big square
Contact
coaster upstairs.
So it's cold, it's air, out of there. It's long.
I used this ledge before this table came in here, so I'm used to using this ledge.
It'll also just the bottom of the glass is like this, and as runs. Anyways, CD would work, but not interested in doing that.
Yeah. I have to fix square one upstairs.
So that was 7. You successfully saved his horse. Yay.
Another one is still going after it.
Nope.
No? The second
There's 2 other wargs on the Dark Elephant. So, they're going after Tasty horse. Ooh.
So, wouldn't I then declare a change of target?
Sure.
Or,
You were taking out your short bow.
yes. But then I see,
Everything else is engaged in melee.
yes.
However, one thing is only engaged in melee with a horse.
Yes. So I'm going to
Shoot the elephant.
not shoot and say, contain him, calm him down.
That's not what's happening.
Oh,
I mean, that's what he's doing.
Yep.
They're not going to listen.
Since
What does that matter having dangerous animals?
they lower lance.
No. My elephant.
Meanwhile, these wargs are doing quite the number on this horse.
Is there 2 more left?
There are 2 more left.
Just let him rampage a little.
And one of the horsemen goes down,
Oh no.
but dismounts one.
Did the horse go down as well?
Or the horse went down.
Yeah.
The horsemen dismount.
Right, the
well
wards
enough
are
to-
going towards the horse, so the horse rider did a nice roll. Is not roll. Gotcha.
Now you're gonna see the fun part about wargs. Anyways.
Okay.
So, that was on 10. The other thing on 10 is the elephant. The elephant is like horse, lances. He waits for the lances. The elephant remembers. So-
the elephant's almost dead.
The guardsmen took some time getting to the elephant. They meet each other, and it turns bloody.
Oh.
But that is on with movement 12.
The elephant was
I'm at 16.
ready for a charge.
Yes, he's going horse, and is ready for the charge.
Okay. It has longer reach than lance.
He's only enlarged, not technically raging.
He is,
I mean,
however,
he's
large, and he does have tusks.
What are you doing, guard?
That's a good world, right?
Yes.
It would have been better if it was trained.
We'll get to that.
Lucky for the guards, the war elephant missed.
Oh. I mean, dang. Don't kill our friends. But don't kill my elephant.
That's a miss. That's a miss. That's a hit. Wait, have you been rolling? I haven't been rolling for damage against large creatures. I'm an idiot.
Oh, yeah.
You haven't done a lance for large creatures?
A D8.
Is there a difference between arrows?
No.
Okay. Didn't think so.
Okay, that didn't do any more damage because I rolled a 1 both times. So he did a whopping 4 damage to the elephant.
Yeah.
The elephant staggers but remains standing.
Are they still engaged, or do they ride past?
They ride past. And the elephant is already attacked.
Yep.
By that rule, they don't get extra attacks as they run. You only get all of your attacks on someone who does not. So if they've already attacked, you don't get more. Attacks of opportunity.
Attacks of opportunity. If someone flees from you, not withdraws, you get all your attacks for free.
Even if you've already attacked.
Yes.
Goody!
That's running away without caution versus
Or charging past.
you get all your attacks for free. It's crazy.
Goody!
When I read that.
Elephant gets second attack.
But he doesn't get. Yeah, so he's taking all of his attacks
Didn't roll very
his
well on
turn
damage.
right now.
Right, Jax.
For basically everything
Ooh,
that goes
that
past
guy
you.
is not mounted anymore.
You're not limited to just one attack of opportunity.
Which means you're using your second attack.
No, it's
No? You
Free.
use all of your attacks, and then when the time would come that you would get a second attack, you would still
you
deal.
get that second
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, so when you're
I'm
engaged with
tripping.
someone, withdraw, don't flee.
Yes.
Yeah, no, that would have been really nasty on my 2-weapon wielder.
Because
I had a guy who had effectively between both of his weapons 5 for 2 at level 3.
multiple attacks from different sources happen at the same time. So like claw, and bite happen on your first attack. And then you might get a second attack.
Right. If you would.
But that all happens right at the first. Whereas you have, or with our scimitars, we attack once, and then we get a second attack.
So anywho, the elephant did successfully dismount another rider. He is not down.
Okay.
But he doesn't look happy to be on the ground facing an elephant,
No.
injured or not.
Yeah.
He's engaged
He will be in a moment.
in a moment.
Currently, he was knocked off his horse, and neither the elephant nor him have moved from their original positions. So you got the rest of this round before the elephant is engaged in melee.
Cool. I'll get at least one shot without it. That chance.
How far away am I from the elephant and stuff? Pretty far?
Pretty far. You're currently at medium range on a bow or crossbow.
That's a football field.
Yep.
Oh man. Yeah, that's too far to be shouting.
You can.
You can shout across the football field.
Yeah. In combat? With combat noises going on?
They probably won't hear you, but at the same time, it's not like it's, swords versus swords.
Yeah. Where are we at?
All right, that was the end of the primary actions for
I
me.
am at 16.
So
I probably.
Oh,
everybody
this is
after
your-
10, and first stand shot, second shots, go ahead.
Right check. 15. I'm at
Yep.
17. So.
Yep, you make it.
All right, first shot. Am I within? I was in short range with the elephant last turn.
If you were continuing to moving towards the elephant, you are within point blank range. in this round.
Does that give you a
You don't
plus?
want to be?
No.
Okay.
Oh, no, like an AJ4 outfit. No, I'm just staying like the outside of short
Okay.
circle.
Okay.
So
I'm still doing fumbles. What'd you roll? The second time.
Makes sense for a low level. Certainly.
7 AC against the human.
I didn't say that you shot the guy. What did you roll?
I rolled a 1 and then an 11, which is
An 11.
an
Your
AC.
bowstring snaps.
You don't get a second attack. Hope you got another string.
You have another string.
I don't.
You do.
Okay.
You're an Arfel horseman. You have another string. This happens.
Yeah. Can I dismount my horse on the second?
You can string your bow on your horse. It's not a long bow.
Can I dismount my horse?
Yeah.
On the second?
No,
No.
not on the second attack.
But that's an action. Versus
But if
were
you wanted
attacking
to
as action.
dismount your horse and string your bow next round, I wouldn't be too perturbed by that.
No, it's. Yeah.
Uh,
You're gonna charge the elephant.
Uh,
with the
as you
two-hander.
may recall, the scimitar is your horse sword.
I'm
You're still in short range. You're still at the edge of short range.
You're gonna charge him with
You're
your
pretty
two-hander?
far away for a two-hander.
Yeah, I mean horses go fast.
I should have gone to short range.
So you can move next round and then dismount and pull out your two-hander.
How far can I go with my movement on foot?
If your horse is moving, that's taking time.
Yeah.
You don't then get off your horse and move more.
No, it's so you're talking about how close can you get with your horse in that round, then dismount and pull your sword, and then the next round be able to move up to the elephant.
That's what I want, yeah.
Don't say close.
I don't want to be engaged with the
You
elephant.
will not have to be engaged with the elephant in order to do that. However, you think the survivability of the guard might be much higher if you do.
I get engaged with the elephant in this next turn.
These guys don't look as tough as you. They're not third level fighters.
I'm sure they got
Anywho,
it. It's their job after
this?
Yeah.
No, the goblins are their job. This is some fuck up.
Yeah. That's what I'm doing. I'm going to help out.
Oh, we're on next initiative.
Yeah, we are on the next
Okay.
initiative.
I'm gonna call over my horse again and make sure he's okay and get back up.
all.
He trots back over.
Shoots the elephant.
He's taking some damage, but he's not going to balk at the weight at this point.
Yep. So I got a 3.
In this, I don't add a weapon speed at all?
No.
So 1.
Ah,
That's probably not great.
no, that's wonderful.
So-
you go first.
I am going to be adding some time to get there. However, under the circumstances, that does mean that you go before the war elephant, and you will be dismounted, and your horse will not be engaged with the war elephant unless you want it. It is a war horse. It can fight.
It's my baby.
So the horse will not be engaged. You will be standing next to the guardsman.
Okay.
Which means it will have to choose between you and the downed guardsman.
Yep. I rolled a wisdom check. See.
You want to roll on those?
Roll your conscience.
Yep. I rolled an 8. My wisdom check.
That means you
I'm going to save him.
So, on 3, the other 2 guardsmen come around. You're not alone. They also dismount and take out shields.
Whoa.
So,
Yep.
You are not alone. You are pretty sure the Downs guardsman is not going to be targeted. The elephant has much better targets.
Yeah.
None of you are getting attacks this round.
I'm also at 3.
So, also at 3.
Yeah.
Just you're going
Horse
back on your
there.
horse, getting back on your horse, and trying to get closer to combat.
Just not.
You will not get there this round.
Nope. I might get there next round.
I wanted to hit something.
You could conceivably attack with your lance next round. You wouldn't be able to charge with your lance, but you could attack. What did you want?
I am on 14.
Okay. So on 8, the elephant goes.
Yeah.
Eeny, meeny, miny, mo, catch a tiger. Wait, there's 3 of you. I'm going to sweep.
Smart elephant.
Missed. Yay!
Shieldless?
AC 9 doesn't hit any of you.
Mountain shields.
Nope, just right over their heads. Just.
Man, that was cool.
Everybody duck!
I'll come back on the other side. I'm going to jump.
You hope that doesn't happen, because then the guy on the ground's getting it. But that was 8. So you see them all duck. They are engaged in melee, however, it is much easier to hit the elephant than that.
6 versus 1.
Yes.
So I get 3 attacks for 2 turns.
Yep, so that means
That
your
means I-
first round of attacking is 1,
Only 1.
and then your second round of attacking is 2. And then the next one is 1, and then 2, and then 1, and then
So-
2.
It is your turn. Roll me a d10. If you roll a 10, roll again. Well, if you hit. So attack.
Oh, so that's 4.
Sounds all right. That'll hit most things engaged in that combat. See what you hit. 4! Congrats! You did not hit any of the guys on the ground. hit the elephant. What do you
Yay.
get? Large creature. I believe that adds a 1.
Just a 3-4.
It's just a D4. Okay. 3 points of damage. The elephant takes a bolt.
Oh. 4 points because the damage touch. +1.
Ah, it's 4 points. 4 points of damage. The elephant looks like it's sweeping around the other way, staggers, and falls.
Chop. Chop.
Ellie,
Chop.
no!
Chop.
Head mopped off. Ellie?
You decapitate the elephant.
Yes.
Huh?
Yes.
How could you?
It's short for my pet elephant.
Ivory.
Food.
There's lots of food here. Oh, I almost forgot. Guards and the orcs engaged. Oh, yes, the wargs. That's right. So, also on 8, you see
Oh yeah.
exactly how wargs are considered evil creatures. They straight up ignore the guards, and you see one of them go into the haunch of the horse. The other one grabs the leg and pulls, and they both tear. They rip the leg off the horse and they run.
New horse.
That horse was already dead.
Oh, okay.
That doesn't change what he said. That guard needs to do.
He does. Really, there's a horse over there, and a dead guard, all an unconscious guard. Does anybody have the healing skill?
No, I did not take that proficiency.
Oh, that's a damn shame. This guy might have holy effects too.
I'm a paladin. I don't think. I should probably check what abilities I have as a paladin.
You're a paladin. Maybe you have some sort of healing skill you might be able to use in this scenario.
Like laying on hands.
Like laying on hands.
I'm sorry, I did not write this down. Bard.
What?
I flipped and got bard. So now I'm going.
I was like, it's not a bard class.
Oh,
It's a warrior subclass.
yes. Player classes. This is under warrior paladin. I just have all this.
Yes,
Just immediately.
unless it says a level. I believe remove disease. You don't immediately.
Detect presence of evil intent.
Yep.
See +2 bonus on all saving throws. Ooh, didn't have to roll any saving throws. Immune to all forms of disease. Can heal by laying on hands. 2 points per experience level. Heal 6 points.
6 points.
Himself or someone else, but only once per day. It's just a
Yep.
once. It's not a full. It's a one thing. Is this guy at like negatives?
This guy is bleeding out.
So he'd go to one HP. Right, I'm gonna lay on hands.
He doesn't wake up. He is no longer bleeding out. He does not wake up.
Yeah, he's gonna need to rest and recuperate for a while. I can cure diseases. Surrounded by aura of protection. Within this radius, all summons specifically evil creatures, something like 1 down to their die rolls.
Yep.
Oh,
I've been calculating that.
thank you. Regardless of whom they attack. Oh wow. Neat.
Being around a paladin is very useful.
A paladin using a holy sword projects a circle of power with their feet. I'm not using a holy sword.
No. You don't have one of those.
It's a very special weapon.
Yeah.
Your paladin requires one. The DM will explain its other powers. Ooh, paladin gains the power to turn undead demons and devils and demons when he reaches 3rd level. So, paladin may call for his warhorse upon 4th level.
You're 3rd level.
Yeah, I'm 3rd level, but there's nothing to turn.
Yes.
As a 1st level cleric. Oh, yeah, as a cleric 2 levels lower.
Yep.
Which is the same. Pally, warhorse
That's why you get to the 3rd level.
at 4. Cast free spells at 9. Nope. So, yeah. I'm laying hands and help them out.
Fantastic. You have saved this guardsman's life. You don't know if he's still a guardsman, but he's definitely going to live.
Should we take a break?
Yeah, Dave.
That was very good. You know, get used to how combat rolls and adapting into the style that I'm going to be running as.
I almost forgot the attacking larger creatures damage,
Yeah, that's more.
which would have been, which was very unfortunate, because that would have been another thing for you guys to learn.
Oh, you're gonna give us experience.
I was considering looking at exactly what it would be worth to see if it's worth it leveling off of this, or maybe I have to do something else first.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna level off of this.
I used lay on hands on the down guy and saved him. Cool. He's still unconscious.
Okay. Did you put it like right on the neck?
Does it specifically say in lay on hands if he's below 0, it brings him up to 1?
That's magical healing. Unless you use a heal spell, which just goes to wherever. Magical healing goes to 1. Healing checks stabilize to 0.
So lay on hands is a healing check?
Do you want me to? No. But that's magical healing.
Oh, wait, okay.
Do you want me to look up magical healing on that? I did a minute.
I've just always considered the negative numbers to be the same as hit points.
No, it just goes to 1. Let's see.
In this particular case, he wouldn't regain consciousness even if he wasn't 1, so it's not
Okay.
important.
I should like to know that.
I believe you. We just always played it as, you got the amount of healing that you got. If you're at -8 and you got 6 healing, you were at -2. That's safe.
Healing, magical healing, 105. That's 103. Dream it. Healing, natural, magical. Love. That's not there. Death. Massive damage. I am doing massive damage. If you take 50 from a single hit, say die. That's on here, right?
Nope. You didn't put massive damage on there.
I didn't?
But it's really simple. If you take 50 from a single hit, save or die.
Yeah.
System shock?
Yep.
Yeah. System shock.
System shock or die. However, taking 50 in a single hit is a lot harder in 5th ed than it is in 2nd ed than it is in 3.5.
Yeah.
It's much rarer.
Yeah. And the way that I'm doing crits, they're separate things.
So you can't get critted all the way up to massive damage.
Yeah.
It's basically just, you get smacked by a giant, like a golf ball.
Or in the case of, the way they describe it is a dragon's breath weapon dealing so much damage.
So you're incinerated. Or,
If
whatever
you,
damage
taking a ballista bolt to the chest.
A mountain.
yeah.
Having an 18 double out strength character charge you on a horse.
out of our
With
fantasy
a heavy
settings,
lance.
back in the Civil War, I want to say, I saw an armor of someone that a dude that was wearing a breastplate, a cannon shot that just went through it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a hot knife through butter. I'm sorry, did you think you had a chest cavity?
Well, now you do.
Slow or a little late?
I know. I think he was like
No,
a general or something.
no, they were wearing armor up until
The Spanish independence was the last.
where it was common and where average soldiers were.
It also might not have been the Civil War, but it was something using a cannon.
Yeah, that was probably the Spanish independence.
It was golden plate armor, so that does ring.
It was probably.
And he did have a Spanish name.
Just,
Maybe it's in the DMG.
Makes sense.
Oh, check the DMG.
no,
Yeah, still using the breastplates because
Because it's an hospital thing to have negative.
There's a what?
Zero
Zero
your death
to prevent
and
musket shot.
PHB, but I think DMG has an option where you can run
Yeah,
negative.
they didn't have rifling for barrels yet. Once they added rifling barrels, that's when
That's kind of armor.
musket would just punch through armor. At least punch through most armor. Anything cost efficient. There were still some designs of like full plate that could deflect a musket shot, mostly because after it's multiple layers after rifling. Yes.
Hovering on Death Store, 104.
But mostly because of multiple layers, and they still have to shoot you in a specific spot.
If a
First
pure
plate, yes, full plate. Pass, even in the height of plate, it was a sporting equipment. It wasn't a lot of warfare.
Yeah.
And past that point, breastplates were almost being made. Breastplates and helmets.
That's why I said it wasn't anywhere cost efficient, and nobody did it. It is possible for a set of plate armor, if properly made, if they shoot you in the right spot, to deflect a rifle musket.
Yeah, the breastplates are proofing by shooting, and you get so proof them.
I found it in the DMG. Hovering on Death Store optional rule. You can bind someone's wounds and they stop losing a point per round,
Yes.
but they can still take damage. A cure spell immediately restores to 1 HP, no further. Any further cures to the character no good until he has at least a day of rest. Until such time he is weak and feeble, unable to fight, and rarely removed. He must stop and rest often, can't cast spells. And generally confused and feverish, he is able to move and can hold somewhat disjointed conversations. That's it. If a heal spell is cast, his hit points are restored as per the spell, and his vitality and wits, and his spells no longer gone. So he's to 1, because that's in a heal, it's a and it's into a cure. I would say. So he's to 1. But he's not doing good. He needs to rest for a day at least.
He's not conscious.
He's not conscious.
Do you still have like points of lay on hands? Or
Nope.
it's
You
just a spell?
get 2 per experience level, and you can do it once per day. So Alan,
You have
did my lay on hands
6.
for 6.
Yep.
Which just puts him to 1
How do you redeem those?
once per day. Just every
Praying.
Yeah, right.
He prays in the morning. Or at night.
I don't get
Whatever your DB starts.
What?
So you have 6.
I have 6. I can heal.
So you don't necessarily have to pray. You just have 5 the
No.
next day.
No.
No. He has 6 points
Oh,
per day.
Okay,
Yeah,
points of
I heal.
healing.
I
Gotcha.
heal 6 points
My bad.
per day once. I can only do it even at level
So
20
you do have
paladin.
points.
Huh?
So you do have points of lay on.
Yes,
Yes.
they're not separate points.
Yeah, I can only
It's
do
just
it.
he has 6 total points, and that's it.
It's not. It's not a pool. It's
The conversation is you were saying what you were saying was points. He was hearing was pool of points.
or times I could do that.
Right.
No, it's
You have 1
you do it once per day.
6-point heal
Yes.
a day.
Yes.
And then you pray and you get it back.
And
Okay.
rest. I pray. Whatever.
Sure. You're not very devout, are you?
You're a paladin. You already got.
Okay.
This is second edition.
Aha.
You have a deity.
Yes.
Okay.
You haven't decided. You haven't mentioned who it is yet. Most likely, the most common deity in the area is Lathander the Morning. So you pray in the morning.
Morning Lord.
And given that you are a follower of
That's my new Emperor name. Morning Lord. Tegan Morning Lord.
Tegan Morning Lord.
Lord.
It sounds dirty.
Tegan, Morning God, Lord of the Morning.
Lord of the Morning.
Oh, okay. If I get a Lord title, that's what it's gonna be.
Lord of the Morning.
Lord of the Morning.
How are you going to spell it? Morning or morning?
If you're Lord
Say-
of
say-
the
say-
morning,
same way as
it
morning,
has to be
as in, like,
morning of the day.
That's how my name is too.
It's,
I know which one you paid, or your name is currently.
See, that's the thing though. Is it of the? It would have to be morning of the day. If it's of morning,
Oh, Lord of the Morning.
Yeah,
Not
it's
Lord
Lord
of
of the Morning.
Not Lord of Morning.
It would be the sunrise.
With or without the
Lord
is
of-
defines which one you should be talking about.
Fair. Lord of morning.
On the ability score starts with every extra slot has plus one.
Man.
So,
That would have been so nice to have that elephant. Those goblins
Yeah.
can't keep them under control.
that's what his job is.
I do that. Best I can.
Okay.
Exterminate wherever I find them.
Sure to use you around these parts. Thank you.
How prevalent are they around at least this part of Norfolk?
Goblins, they're
Are they snow goblins?
roughly equivalent to pests. Not around here. Farther north, yes.
They're vermin.
Yeah.
The vermin slayer.
It's you don't see any armies, but they breed so fast you never can quite kill them all.
So with his survival, can he tan the hide of the elephant?
No. At best, with the survival check that he got, he can help you skin it, which will net you a bit more.
Well,
So,
we'll go to town. Maybe recoup some of my money on this.
the guard kind of looks at you like,
Oh,
we
yeah.
understand the processing fee, but we killed that. He got the final shot.
You damaged my property.
Oh, this was your elephant.
I just bought it. I was going out to claim it.
I see.
But those
Can we
goblins.
see the bill of sale?
Did I get one?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Well, fantastic. Do us a favor. Report to the Watchmaster.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Ruining my day.
Purchasing dangerous animals.
Oh,
The guy seemed trustworthy.
Call my captain back to me.
I hope he's okay.
we appreciate you providing healing. We will definitely make note of that in our report.
We'll talk to our things and we'll see you back in town.
3 years
We'll
later.
collect our
prison-
debts.
3 years later after your prison sentence.
Oh no, he's not gonna get a prison sentence.
So did I just generally train?
Paladins are wasted in prison. You can send them to do things for free.
Did I generally train my falcon, or did I add a couple of tricks too?
Right now it's generally trained.
You got a 9.
Yay.
I know that you have to make a training check and it'll result in a certain amount of weeks based off the die roll, depending on the type of training.
So, after a talk with the Watchmaster, you get a list of things that basically amounts to, with consideration of the fact that you aided in resolving conflict with the goblins, as well as aided in putting down the elephant and protecting and healing our own. We are willing to waive the normal fee of the resultant death of one of our guardsmen, and as a reward for the processing of the elephant itself, we are willing to give up the tusks.
I'm sure you have many good
And
uses for
any
the-
of the meat that you already have in your bag, so I'm not willing to bother with it.
We have many uses for such leather. We'll find use for the justice. Thank you.
You have a feeling if he wasn't a paladin, you would not have got off as scot-free as you did.
So you paid 500 gold for tusks, basically.
Yep.
500?
50.
For the elephant?
Oh yeah, 50 gold's worth a lot more in this than it is in other sessions.
I bet that you get it for 25 gold.
Really?
Wow.
It's
Hey.
503.5.
Hey, DX,
Go
war elephant?
Worth more.
Worth less.
No, you're
I
not
didn't
buying
sense
another
that.
boar elephant.
Items you get with it are worth more.
Bad.
We're in the Underdark, though.
Oh. Different campaign. I summoned a unicorn.
I heard.
So, you actually just get your normal processing fee of helping out the goblins. They're just like, okay, cool, thanks. Here you go. If you want to talk to your spoils of war about the elephant, we're mostly taking the leather. If you want some of the meat, let us know. Those guys over there have the tusks.
Yeah, I still claim my prize for that, I guess.
I guess so. Good luck. We didn't have to say it.
What are we doing with tusks?
Trying to sell them.
Sorry. Do we make anything with them?
Do either of you have any artistic talents?
I can make a trap from it.
That's for the craftspeople in our village.
You know, in certain circles, an ivory trap might actually sell for a little extra money. You just gotta find the right people. In fact, you might know them.
See, I was in a big stick with a swing on that tusk.
Oh.
That is one confused, dying person.
It's tusks! Tusks!
I was expecting signs, not tusks.
Science would have been more efficient.
Imagine that person getting a fortune teller. You will die to tusks. I'm gonna find an elephant. No.
No, it's, the fortune teller would have to say something like, avoid large expensive objects used in irregular manners.
That's a number.
That's too vague.
That's fortune telling.
Yeah. You'll be fearful of anything too big forever. Anyway,
Large expensive objects.
expensive. Fair.
And it has to be utilized in an unusual manner.
So, do we try to sell it in here or bring it back to the village?
I think it'd be better for a village to have something like this.
That's fair. How's your horse doing?
I'm doing better. Yeah, can't push him. I'm doing okay.
Looks like a pretty big bite.
Yeah.
All right. So, as you're standing in the courtyard, two people come running up. One of them looks familiar to you two. One of them looks familiar to you.
The other one.
So, looks like a kid from your village leading a horse. Hey! You guys gotta get back. You got a problem.
Oh.
Here. Looks like pretty standard map, or not necessarily. It's not a map. It's a reference points on where the tribe is currently.
Okay.
And looks like it's mentioning that unfortunately the hunters of the hunters of the worms is what they're called are up north for their training of new members.
I was wondering which one.
Why? Not know.
Nope. With no
With an O? Purple what?
white worms.
Wait, what?
Worms.
Not heard of those.
They're the same thing?
No. Remoras are basically giant centipedes that have a superheated spine
Oh.
and internal organs. So they crawl through the ice by melting it.
Oh, that's cool. And terrifying.
Wow.
Yes.
That's really cool.
If you act, or no, so there are two classes in your society. There's the hunters of the worm and there's the riders of the worm. Take a wild guess which one's more badass. So, looks like the hunters of the worms are currently out accepting new members, i.e. hunting. And Tribe has a problem. You're getting called back. You get a message that says, new job came up.
Oh.
Huh.
Well, the tribe is having a problem. Don't know how to handle them indoors. We're sending a specialist forgot the word. Advisor on how to handle goblin warrants. Since your group let the goblins get out last time, you drew the short straw. Go have fun with the humans.
You got a fast horse?
Yeah, pony.
He's got an injured horse. Not the same.
About how long should it take us to get there based on these points?
Should only take you a few days.
Okay, I'll heal my horse tomorrow.
It still took a chunk out of him. He's not going to be running straight out.
Can I see one of the books?
Naturally.
Check out training stuffs.
Is that in PhD?
So yeah, it's under
Animal training.
Animal training specific.
It's proficiency.
Oh, proficiency. I didn't read every proficiency.
I just read the one.
You liar!
I did first ed, cover to cover. Second ed.
Okay, what's different?
Proficiencies are different.
Yes.
No proficiency. They've all done.
So, Mr. Drew the Short Straw, looks like you're stuck with these guys.
Yeah, looks like it. Hopefully they'll make it more harebrained decisions like buying all of this.
It's
Can you say that?
in what language? Dwarvish.
Hey! I know Dwarven.
How you do?
Look.
Look at him. Not me. I think that was a really dumb too.
I
was kind of
trying-
fun.
I was trying to seize the opportunity. It is unfortunate how it turned out.
It killed someone. Oh wait, that was goblins. Oh yeah, do you wait around long enough to find out what happened to the guy?
I'd like to know.
He does not have one of his legs anymore.
Oh, see ya. You have your life.
Yeah, he's no longer going to be an adventurer. Or a guard. Can't catch me. He could work at a pancake restaurant.
They give him a job in the grooming stables in our house.
Go for an IHOP reference. Okay. Grooming.
Or at least they would.
Keeps him employed.
They take care of the guards that are injured on. So, you rest up for the night. He heals his horse.
Yep.
Right out in the morning.
Ah, what a glorious sunrise. What would it take for me to attract another company?
What would it take?
First team?
Luck.
How would I go about trying to do that?
Staying in one place for a while. Roll those.
Me?
Yep. Roll them.
3 1s and a 4.
Okay, so halfway through the day.
Okay.
Everybody roll me a wisdom check. Give me my dice back.
I'm good.
By a lot.
Passed by 3.
Okay, you two notice first. That's a large humanoid wandering around.
How far away? Large is easier to see by.
A fair margin.
Yeah.
I rolled a 2 out of 14.
Nice.
That makes a difference.
Not really with the shape.
Clear sky type. So humanoid type. We could be 1,000 yards away.
It's humanoid shaped.
Humanoid
You don't
shape.
know what its type is.
Okay. So spotted or movement spotted type ID detail.
You spotted.
Spotted? Okay. That's to see a creature with no motion.
Yeah.
Okay, so we could be up to 1,500 yards away. Just-
About 13.
Okay.
Sort of came up from behind a hill and you're like, oh, wait now.
Okay.
How many general skills do I have already now on this beast? Was it 6 or 4? On my falcon, specifically, because it has like 2D, either 4 or 6 amount that it can.
Either 2d4 or 6.
Yeah, that I can look back and see. I
You have roll me 2d6.
3. 3. Oh, it already knows 3. I was just wondering how many it already knew.
Yeah.
Okay. General or
General skills.
probably grab prey has been hunted. I guess return if it needs that.
Yeah.
Scout? That seems more like a specific one. Like see in
Like determine friend or foe. Sense level of danger. So you're considering the Falcon out to scout right now.
So, if you
it's more
wanted,
about seeing things that we don't.
if you wanted, seeing things that you don't would be a more complex skill.
Before that, last proficiency or
So, recognizing dangers other than you would be difficult. However, recognizing a type of prey which you point out would be a general skill. So, like, follow that creature or call out this type of creature that you have in hand.
would that be one and the same or two different ones?
Two different ones.
I like follow better.
Follow that creature.
Yeah.
Easier to see something in the sky than something going through hills.
Much.
Especially if they're going.
Yes.
It's also much easier to see the hawk than something behind a hill.
Yeah.
I think those are 3 solid skills.
So, I think we should be
Careful.
cautious. Maybe he's not alone. Maybe you send your hawk out to scout it, and let's try and get a better perspective, get a little closer before we decide to fully evade or engage.
I'll sneak up and look at it.
1,300 yards away.
A little hard to sneak.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
But we can make sure to like break line of sight.
What's the terrain like?
Hilly.
Hilly?
Usually not big hills.
So send your hawk out, and then we can we'll know where they are without seeing them directly, and we'll stay out of sight to get closer and see what else might be there.
Go, Mr. Siegel. Follow.
It goes. So,
I don't know.
1% chance of it shitting on your own. It will happen often. Birds don't just shit. The birds just shit whenever it gets through their system.
Yep.
They don't hold on to it.
Except for this
Some birds still don't.
one. It's the poop when they wake up. You gotta watch out.
I have had that fall right on my head before.
That's good luck.
Yeah, it was a great way to start a day in high school.
Oh, no.
I had to land on my marshmallow while camping once.
Oh,
That's,
hopefully you noticed.
that's almost worse.
Almost.
Sad.
Oh.
Stupid seagulls. Not your falcon. He's cool.
What's a seagull?
Hmm?
What's a seagull? You know you don't. You've never seen one. Never even really heard of it. So, your plan to follow the large humanoid thing, or large human-shaped thing, as you head out. What's that? Hmm. Give me a hunting check. I think that's the most relevant skill.
Oh, 11 out of 13.
11 out of 13. Using the terrain to your advantage, you think you can manage that? Following your hawk. How close do you want to get before you take another look at it? Is the question. And I'll let you know if you can do that.
If we get 500 yards from him, we can get an ID.
Yeah.
Very specific info. For it being large.
What would that be? And also, what kind of conditions? Range of visible range.
Yes.
Is it clear or?
It's pretty clear day.
Okay, so it's clear.
Clear and cold.
Yep. And since it's large, it's the next one up.
Well, we would get type, but not ID.
We would get ID because it's large.
Oh.
From 500 yards
Oh,
away.
okay. So yeah. Well, if we can, 500 yards sounds good.
And small is the
It's
other
like
way.
increment down.
Essentially, it's a little different than that, but about. Okay. I should probably note down what each of these means as well, and their adjustments for small and large. But
Yeah. So we spotted it. So we were 1,000 yards away.
we were 13.
13.
Yeah.
So in between, we basically saw its movement.
But we could spot at 1,500.
Right.
For the large, because it's large.
Forgot about that. Immediately, I thought.
No, you're just getting used to a new system.
And it's really hard to, see small things.
Right.
Maybe except for you. Still-
In a hilly area, yeah, he'd still have the same problems because his specialty isn't really designed for outdoor running hunting.
It's tight, neat, tight quarters.
Yeah. So, recognize he can recognize their passage much more easily than an average person can, but not seeing them from far distances in open areas.
Just recognizing the tracks and
Yeah. They're just
Yes, I have track.
yes.
nice.
So do I. I'm not good at it.
Roll me your check. Not against the small creature. Promise.
Sure, it works in that.
Should have.
I got mine.
What's yours?
7.
It's a wisdom something. What's your wisdom?
My wisdom is 13. And my tracking is
So maybe
7.
What's your intelligence?
10.
10? Might be intelligence minus 3.
That sounds right.
Because I don't think it's wisdom minus 6. That would be a bit excessive.
Not
Or no, it might be wisdom. I think it's wisdom, but you get a negative for not being a ranger.
Oh, yeah. Not being ranger gives half to neg.
Yes. He doesn't get that negative.
Wisdom 0.
Wisdom 0?
Yeah.
Wisdom 0, but it's a negative 6 if you're not a ranger. But I don't believe you get that. Because I believe your vermin hunter says you affect you because your class is specifically designed for tracking. I do not believe that you get the negative.
Ranger's a warrior subclass.
Yeah.
I was going to be ranger until I
I rolled an 18.
put an
So
18
straight
in
wisdom.
charisma.
Sure, wisdom.
Looks like 13.
Yep.
You're much better at tracking than I am.
12.
You did it.
You hit their large tracks, but you're noticing them from pony back. I'll give it to you. As you're traveling around to try and get a good view of them without getting into line of sight before you want to, you do notice what you think is probably his tracks, judging by where the hawk's been. He's definitely wearing boots, or it's definitely wearing boots. Large, decently made boots. Giant would qualify. Particularly intelligent ogre would potentially also be wearing boots. Definitely not a troll.
So, do we get to a nice hilly place and peek over a hill at about 500 yards?
500 yards?
Yeah. Let's get a better evaluation before we determine if we're going to confront them or
Probably hop off.
sidestep them.
Do you guys want to hop off our horses and
That'd be the smart thing to do.
Oh. Okay. Yes. Good idea.
probably less visible that way? Be able to really peek up and back down real quick.
So, you peek up over the hill. You okay there, DX? Y'all there? Didn't think so.
Would you like to nap before 7?
You could end at 5 instead of 6.
That might help. Get a 2-hour nap instead. We do have a long night of running.
Yeah. We will end at 5 then. So, you peek up over a hill where your hawk's at. You scouted this place before. You're pretty sure this should have been a good spot to see him. And just as you're peeking up over the hill, he steps up on the line. And is looking right at you.
Okay, I first thought you meant ours.
No, No, that'd be impressive.
Steven, what the hell?
He has not been doing his job, apparently. He's not his job. He's over there. He's just clearly aware of something.
In our direction?
Looking in your direction. So he looks to be about, you'd say, between 14 and 16 feet tall.
So he should only be able to type us where we can ID him.
And
Yes.
he's got armor, clear signs of worked metal. Looks like he's got a very big sword on his back. He's got a long white beard, a head full of brilliant white hair. And he's kind of waving his hands in a funny way. Cross-trained. And he stops waving his hands in a funny way.
Uh-oh. Does that look like magic?
Maybe. Could be.
None of us
You don't
have
see-
spellcraft. It's spellcraft.
You don't have detail, so it's he just
Ah,
kind of went yeah.
That's definitely a magic.
What?
That's definitely magic. One more jump up.
Are you a dork?
Yep.
Or you don't like giants?
No, he's very effective at fighting giants.
No,
Okay, most dwarves. They're not specifically antagonistic towards giants.
So he knows that there's
They just
two
compete
humans.
with giants for territory very often. And you would know, despite your lack of particular specialty in fighting them, that it's very weird to see a giant this far away from mountains. And
Well, we've been spotted.
yep, he's looking right at you.
told you we should have hit.
We evaded him.
He starts waving his hands again.
On the horses.
And if you start heading towards your horse, you hear, before you're fully mounted up and ready to go, there's no need to panic. Big, deep, rumbling voice. Feels like it's right next to you.
Pull Steven back.
Let's check him out.
They should have called him tiny.
That would be rude.
I thought you were just telling him. Wait, did he just say that?
Did you just say that out loud?
Quietly.
Out loud? Yeah, okay. The voice responds. In Dwarvish.
Let's go check him out. See what he's doing here.
I suggest a distance of 3 hills. I will stand on one. You may stand on another. There will be one between us. If that is reasonable to you.
Alright, let's do it. You guys are gonna get me down. I had one person who I had to worry about, but I did not think I had another until just now. I am not used to being the level-headed one.
I delight in the circumstances. Anyways. So, if you press to the hill to see what he's doing after he says that, he seems to be moving at a light jog. Yeah. So he moves to what looks like a set of hills, which is actually surrounded by a fairly open area. He actually moved off to the side a little bit to do it, which would definitely be advantageous towards you, given your horses. So consider he does look like he's being somewhat considerate of the circumstances. And he sets up on the hill over there, takes out his greatsword, which is very, very, very great, and actually plants it in the ground, takes a few steps away from it, and sits down.
I will, if everyone else is coming with me, get to a hill that is distanced by one, like you said.
Mhm.
Dismount, take out my not as great sword. Can do this now.
So, wind quiets down. He speaks up. I have been looking for a tribe.
Which ones?
I encountered them in the north. They sought to ride worms.
I've heard of them. What are you searching for them for?
They seek to offer them a trade.
What kind of trade are you looking for?
Passage in exchange for an association with which to send goods south.
Sounds like that could be beneficial. Sounds like it. And who are you to establish this connection?
I am the Lord of the Pass and the Great Glacier to the north. My name is incomprehensible in one time.
What would you like us to refer to you as?
Lord of the Pass is fine.
We can.
If this is agreeable, you seem to bear symbols that are similar to that tribe.
That's on that one.
Why did you put our symbol on your shield?
Why wouldn't I?
Paladin!
This is us.
We can bring you to them. For us. Us.
We're heading that way to. We were called back to aid. So we have business there. After that business, we can see about getting you in communication with our village leaders,
The chieftain.
our tribe's leaders.
I don't know how it works.
I can speed your journey. In exchange for this, I would prefer I be introduced to the tribe's leaders immediately upon arrival, rather than waiting for whatever business you need to attend to.
That's fair.
I wouldn't want
Sounds like it might
to
say.
not explain the frost giant at our gates.
Sounds
or
like it
perimeter.
might save a day's worth of travel. So it's better.
Stand up. And we're in agreement then.
We are in agreement.
You may call me pal.
I'm Masami. It's a pleasure.
He pulls his greatsword. Back in.
And then in
You notice, interestingly, the dirt doesn't even come close to sticking to it. And if you've seen that effect before, it's probably magical.
in,
Cleaning off my blade.
in Dwarvish, I'll say, and he is dirt.
Is that a member of your tribe?
No.
He has
Merely
business
someone
with our
who
tribe.
I have little care for the existence of the dwarf.
I understand. I respect that.
So he kind of jogs over to your hill, only slightly slower than your horses could make that distance on flat land.
I am not showing my fear at all.
What fear?
I rolled a 1 on my wisdom.
That would be a charisma check.
Charisma? That's so 1.
Roll the one.
Very good. It's an attempt to manipulate your presence. Is charisma check.
Makes sense.
Attempt to recognize someone else's.
It would be wisdom, yeah. So
When he
that's
gets
different
close-
between persuasion and insight.
Do I sense
Yeah.
any evil?
Yes.
Evil intention?
No.
I think it's sensing evil intention.
What you sense is undoubtedly evil. What you also sense is it is not directly coming from him. It's coming from the sword on his back.
Great. Quite a companion you got there.
It's troublesome one at times, and at other times it is not.
Well, let's keep his
It
troublesome.
has never been turned on humans who do not attack me first.
Troublesome to himself.
That depends on your definition of demi-human. In my definition, it would mean any of you short people, in which case, yes, it has. However, my understanding is you're not particularly fond of goblins either.
The non, what we would call monstrous races. Gnolls.
There was an elf once, but he was attempting to burn down my castle.
Not directly harming you unless you're in it, but that is warranted for sure.
With us as an escort, you should face no direct aggression.
That was my hope. I also don't know where your tribe is at the moment. They don't seem to be where they were several months ago.
No, we
How far did our tribe go?
Over the last several months, quite a ways. Over the last week, a couple months.
Have we only been gone for like
Or like 15 months. Last couple weeks, yeah.
go to town, check things out, buy a world, and
Yes, that's what we were planning on doing.
yeah.
What were we planning on doing?
What were you planning on doing in town? You were actually going to see if the meeting of the clans was going to happen.
It's not.
It usually doesn't.
Okay. Well, we'll bring word of that back, and then we'll talk about this.
It's basically one of those things that's like, okay, who wants to go to town this month? Okay, we got too many people. Let's go with a couple people. You two get the straws. All right, you win. Cool. Go have fun in town. Go check to see if there's a meeting. There won't be, but go check.
Yeah, we had a lot of fun.
Good times. We're
so
all along the tusks.
Yeah, we probably have the tusks. We won't decide what to do with that until he makes his split, because he does.
They're at the well, yes, we will
We have
decide
them
after
next
the
to the
meeting.
library.
Hmm?
Next to the library.
Oh, the cross references.
Yes, it's from my shortly owned war elephant.
Elephant was far north. That thing would have died by winter.
It was a good opportunity.
It's also very short-sighted, especially since it wasn't trained
He did his job quite well.
against us.
Doesn't matter.
It just sort of shakes its head. It starts clearly casting stuff.
It's not cheap. Not that I would know.
You have no idea.
I don't have skill create. I think that's what's used to identify spells and stuff.
So, he casts some sort of magic. Are you already mounted up by the time he's done casting?
Yes. Well, how long did the spell take to cast?
A couple minutes.
Oh yeah.
So he finishes casting. And he starts sort of trotting. And you see the weirdest thing. It's like the ground moves up to meet his step. He just starts jogging. And he's going significantly faster than he was before.
Yeah.
Start doing the same thing. Your horses are moving very light and very fast.
Let's go.
Way to our village we go with a frost giant and an evil sword.
Yes.
Frost giants are typically evil, but they are also very lovely.
And Paladin senses evil intention.
He has no evil intent.
I was about to say, what did we miss when he was talking to us?
He was very careful with his words.
Yeah.
However, even in that, I don't know if his range is enough to have sensed evil intent in his words. But your understanding of his words was a continuous arrangement. So if there was evil intent in his words, wouldn't have been directed towards you. If his words were true. It's entirely possible that he just has no evil intent towards you and is completely lying.
Oh, wisdom check.
It would be.
It's too far gone.
You can give it a shot. It's relative to his capacity of lying.
3 out of 14.
I believe his words to be truthful and straightforward.
I don't know if that's a pass. That's
No,
what
you
I
don't.
Okay. I feel less worried. A little.
He has
He is-
benefit of,
He is also clearly not a weak spellcaster and a giant. So he's clearly not someone of your level to deal with.
Yeah.
do that town guard though. All them crits. All them crits.
Oh, sure. Sure. Town guard would be fabulous against this guy.
This guy's multi-class fighter, it looks like.
No.
No, is that just
Giant gives you proficiency in crits.
armor?
Yeah. Frost giants typically wear armor and wield weapons.
Frost giants are able to wield armor and cast magic at the same time.
Anybody could wear armor and cast magic at the same time. It's not arcane.
Ah, I've only read wizards.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't read priests at all. Are circles or spheres?
A thing.
A thing that I have no clue about. Scroll down, spheres. I'm not reading that shit. What's that? I have to eventually.
Just Druid as well.
But druids can't wear magic.
Ah.
But you actually have a couple druids in your, or you have some former members of your tribe who are druids, I should say.
Too far away from our practices.
Druids don't typically stay with their cultures. They may visit occasionally, and yours do. Because your culture is nomadic, it's a little less difficult to interact with. But druids have their own society, and that society is very spread out.
Yeah. Makes sense.
So, you pass over the land extremely rapidly compared to what you were doing before.
How much?
Say you're moving about twice as fast with half the effort.
Next. How long were we traveling before we saw the giant?
Happening.
So we would have a couple days without this. So maybe a day and a half or into the end of the day if we push it, maybe. We'll see. So just keep going until nightfall.
So he will keep going until a little after nightfall if you don't voice any concerns. However, when it does start getting dark, he does pause for a brief. Well, no, he won't even pause. He'll slow down a bit and he'll start casting something else. And it looks like not a powerful light, but an expansive one. Eminence of light. Looks like you can see a good 100 yards. It's dim, but you can still see safe enough to ride a horse. And he'll keep doing, and he'll keep moving for about another hour after dark falls at that night. If you don't offer up anything.
No. I'd like to see the village again. Let's time travel.
So,
Time to travel.
so my horse only has 2 points down. How was that? 4.
Night's rest, he would have been fine.
Okay. And then I would have 4 more, so I'm. How many days have passed? 2?
Since you fought,
Yes.
it has been 1 night and 1 day travel.
Okay. So I'm at 3 then.
I don't believe I have rations, unless that's included in the winter gear.
You would have been given rations. You also have elfin meat.
Yes. Let's round up some.
Though a considerable amount of your spending money did get spent by this time.
Fire road.
I'm gonna go hunt. Come on, Steven. I want to keep as much of the.
This late at night, the hawk's not going to
I'll go on my own.
rush. How long are you going to go for?
Gather up some wood.
It's just after night. It's close to winter, or is it?
You're getting into the fall season.
Okay, so we're looking at about a 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
It's about an hour after 8. Let's go to 10, 2 hours.
Okay. This is farther north, so it's actually looking at like 2 hours is 9 o'clock. This is farther north than we are.
And
You're thinking like you're thinking like Midwest.
right.
This area is more like mid Canada.
So then I could probably go for about 3 hours.
Okay.
I got an 11 out of 13.
11 out of 13. You're gonna have this is gonna be a late dinner, but you got enough rabbits and other small game to make some decent stew.
Were the arrows recoverable?
Half.
did I spend?
Roll me a d6.
4. So 2. So I spent 2. And 30 euros.
I'm gonna get Arwen and just took the elf of me.
You have no idea how to cook this stuff.
It's gonna be well done.
I'm be so angry when I get back.
I'll have some for you.
Roll me that sweet. With a minus. Or, yeah, no, minus. You want luck, so.
With
Plus
how much
4.
penalty? So 4 penalty?
4 penalty.
Yeah, I got 10 out of 6 that I needed. So essentially 14. On 10.
14 out of 10.
That
It's pretty hard.
scrape that first top bit off. Call that good.
It's pretty chewy. You're definitely getting a workout.
Can't wait for Asami to come back with some better food.
The giant appears to have rations.
I did not find enough meat for him.
So you do not. He goes out and hunts a mammoth. Have, a week's worth of food.
Oh,
For him,
did I? Or did
No.
I do that previously?
in general.
Oh.
He goes out and hunts a mammoth for a
Yeah.
week's worth of food.
Yeah.
For himself.
So, after a couple hours,
Got the fire ready for you.
how long did it take for him to cook it?
Much less time than you were gone.
Yep. I found a couple rabbits.
Brown squirrels.
That's
Really fat brown squirrels.
Did you find any water nearby we can make some stew?
Did I?
Yeah. Okay. I'll fetch the water. Get those skin ready and I'll be back.
Well, I don't have what's wrong with this here.
You have hunting.
That was-
Hunting is the skill for that.
Okay.
Survival is a catch-all skill that
Oh.
isn't really as efficient or very good at it.
That's why you had the minus penalty to it.
So it's something I was not familiar with.
2 over. So 15 out of 13.
Make a bone here, make get some fur there.
Yeah, that's enough. That's enough to skin with little issue. You're not doing a complex task.
Okay.
It's routine.
Okay.
So once everybody gets back, Giant casts another spell.
Wait, nervously.
You don't notice anything happening.
Oh, never mind.
Don't go past that hill if you take this.
Okay. Will do. Or will
You do, or the alarm will go off.
Good to know we have some eyes out there surrounding us. And
Of a sort.
Asami doesn't like casters. Switch magic.
Wow.
No, you're familiar with witch magic. It's not that.
I am?
Shamans, witches.
No.
Shamans are more common in your tribe. But witches are around points. They exist.
Where did I learn infernal from?
Probably a shaman.
I'm not.
No. You probably learned it from the wizards. You've got a very small group of wizards in your very large tribe.
Then I'm not familiar with spells, but with wizards and generalized
You're
spellcasters.
moderately familiar with wizards and shamans.
Okay.
And one particularly strange girl. She seems like she does magic stuff, but you're not really sure how.
Okay.
But she's a member of the tribe. But she's a member of the tribe. And she has the weirdest black eyes.
One of your characters?
Nope.
No?
Remember how I told you there was a lady who had spellfire in an NPC who had spellfire with our group, who had spellfire because her baby was so powerful with spellfire, and she was pregnant.
Vaguely.
I don't remember that at all.
Kid had black eyes. Anyways. Creepy kid. Sweet as all get out, but creepy.
Okay.
Member's tribe.
Member of the tribe. Pray they won't doom us all.
Well,
I'm sure they will.
For the tribe.
so,
Yep. Resting overnight.
the rest overnight, night passes completely uneventfully. And in fact, your day is passing unusually uneventfully. You had to go a little extra ways to get those rabbits. You think it might have something to do with the fact that you're traveling with a giant.
Which actually might be softer or worse depending on how.
Softer.
Yeah.
Slightly softer, but the presence of a giant is unmistakable.
Yeah.
I only have 2 points in wounds.
In what?
Wounds. So I took 4 during the battle. And I'm not laying on hands myself.
Wounds is just general damage you've taken.
Yep.
And HP is your max HP.
Yep. And again, it's more.
I was just wondering if there was like things like severed limbs or if it was something specific.
Oh, yeah.
I know there are
There
in this
is.
system. I just didn't know whether or not this wound section was specifically just for that.
No.
There is optionally loss of limb.
-9.
Don't go -9.
Generally a good plan for life anyways. But
I don't think I have the choice. No matter about going -9 or not.
I'll get to you first.
not generally. But
You have the choice.
it's really one of those things. It's like, -1 through 8 sucks. -9 is really, really bad. -10 is dead.
Yeah, -10's a castle. Try to resurrect you, raise dead you.
Right. So if you die,
Yeah.
you'll probably get a percentage chance or something along those lines. Since you're past the
Oh,
-9.
that's right.
To survive
In
resurrection.
your tribe, you're familiar with storm witches.
Kind of like Tempest clerics or.
They're basically Tempest clerics.
Okay.
They're clerics devoted to a particular type of weapon.
Okay.
And with resurrection, there's your percentage chance to survive the process, which is based on your con.
I was mostly talking about loss of limbs when you die.
Yeah,
Since you're going past that 9 to death.
No. You go all the way to dead, you technically don't lose limb.
Okay.
It's
But-
specifically if you survive getting the 99.
Then if you're rezzed, your con score goes down by 1.
Yep.
That would make me lose all my bonuses.
But you can get your ways back up with methods.
So he's like already asleep.
Yeah.
It is 5 o'clock-ish. However, what's happening from now on is mostly just talking to the tribe. So if you want, we can extend that